a bigger line, dude. Bigger line made a big difference. Getting way more bites now. Nice. It's one of my favorite times of the year. Water's starting to get cold, and you can see I'm fishing heavy current below a dam here. And it's been a long time since I've been here and done this, but I want to give you a little tip that it took me a while to figure this out today, but I had light line on my rod. I had 12-pound line, and I went through about 10 jigs. I was getting hung up a lot, wasn't getting many bites, and I grabbed a flipping stick out, had 16-pound line on it. I put that on, and I instantly made a few drifts, and I didn't get hung up, and started getting a lot more bites, and that whole change was just due to the line diameter. So don't be afraid when you're fishing a heavy current situation like this to play with that line diameter to get that bait to touch the bottom just perfect. You know, you want it ticking the bottom. The lighter line, I was ticking the bottom too much, and just getting hung up, and it wasn't a very good presentation. So I went from 12-pound to 17-pound actually. And now that I'm throwing that 17-pound, I got 6 or 7 bites right away, and much more efficient. So change that line diameter to get your bait to reach the right depth and act the right way. Basically, the bait was staying too deep, and you know, I'm sure with all this heavy current, the bigger line has a little bow in the line, but that bow in the line is actually what's floating that bait up, so I'm not getting hung all the time. You know, that light line was literally just cutting through the water. It was a lot more straight, but that bait was way too much. I'd hit a rock and it would get snagged way too easy. So, and I just got snagged there with a big line, but it's strong enough to break it free and I don't lose my jig. So it's a lot better now that I've changed to this bigger line, and getting a lot more bites just because that bait looks more natural to those fish.